Today is April 20th, which means it's time for my Out the Door in 2024 panning project update. This panning project was created by Deb B, who I will link below. Go check out her channel. And it is run through the Fantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group. So if you are interested at all in panning, they have a lot of projects running throughout that group. You can join to check out this and many more projects to get you excited about using the makeup that you already have. So that was one of my goals for this year, is to use the makeup that I already have. And I have been making some progress. Let's go ahead and see how I've done. I took copious amounts of notes this month. I just will say that the updates are the 20th of each month. So next month will be an update from May 20th. And if you're not familiar with this project, usually a panning project, you set a goal for each product that you have, and you decide like how many times you might want to use it, or until you hit pan, or until you use it up. In this specific project, we are using our products either to finish, or if they're not finished by the end of this year, then you are to declutter them. And in conjunction with that, you're also supposed to declutter 24 items each month. This month, I didn't quite hit my goal of 24 items yet. So at least that I kept track of. So I will make sure that after I finish this video, I go and finish those items. So far, I decluttered several items of clothing, some books, and lots of papers, just kind of, office paper cleanup. The items aren't supposed to be beauty products, and I did declutter some beauty products, but I didn't count those to this project. Now on to how many uses of the products that I have and where we ended up this month. So I'll start with the Tati Beauty palette, just because it's sitting here on top of everything. It's pretty big. And I've mentioned in my previous videos, I like this palette. It's good, but it's not great. And the kind of shimmers and glitters and sequins, sequins is what like the shade type is here. They kind of all fall into each other, so even the mattes get kind of like, you'll get sparkles and glitters in them. My favorites are the mattes. I love the mattes. These glitter shades are very beautiful and very unique as well, but I just don't tend to reach for them on a daily basis, but they are a neat formula. I don't like the metallic formulas. I do have the Aura shade in the metallic on my eyes today. I have all of the colors on my eyes today are from the palette, and I will show you a swatch of it on my hand here. But I just feel like for a metallic, it's fine. It's just not that fantastic. Maybe let's also swatch the Soothe metallic, because that one's not picking up very well. So you can see those are the swatches. They're, like I said, they're fine. We'll do the Ritual also, which is the darker brown. And they do feel very nice and soft and buttery when I'm swatching them, but like for the metallic, they're not that metallic-y for having that's like the third level in the palette of like kind of punch. They're just not that metallic-y. They're kind of just, they're average to me. They're ho-hum. And then the sequin shades are the ones that have like glitter in them. So let me swatch those on the other hand, and you can see these are like a little more, I'll start with the Soothe shade. They're still soft, but they have the teeny tiny glitter like built in, so they don't glide quite as smoothly. And then they're a little more patchy. And then let's also do the Story which is the more orange one. And these you can like feel the glitter in them, so they don't feel as smooth. And see, like, they just don't, the pigment's all here, and when I try to blend them, the pigment doesn't really blend, so you really have to like use these and kind of pat them and not blend them out. And also if you try to blend them, they just get all of the little glitters and shimmer just falls out like all over. It gets in all the other shadow and it falls out under the eye. So I know people love this palette, and if you are into the mattes are amazing, and the glitters they're unique and beautiful as well. I just don't reach for them all the time. Here, I'll show you the Poet glitter. I mean, these are pretty epic glitters. And they're just really chunky too. So you have to like that chunky kind of look and then be prepared to have it end up everywhere when you wear it. Which some days that's okay. I mean, some days that's what you're going for. So see, it is beautiful. I personally prefer like a liquid glitter like that, like a creamy wet product that dries down to apply, because you get less fallout. You can see like those are pretty. This is the Aura shade, which I think I actually like more. But so here you can see, putting it on my wrist, it is pretty. The more I blend out, the more it kind of separates the glitter from this. And this palette is old, remember. So keep in mind that this is not like when it was new and fresh, and it's not available anymore. So there's that. But people asked me about this several times, so I thought while I was at it I'd show you. But you can see now these are what's left on my finger, and what's left on my fingers is absolutely beautiful. But like, how do I get that to my lid? Definitely pressing, but like the leftovers, what's really pretty. So how do we make that product get on the eyes? Anyway, so long story long, I used the Tati Beauty palette 2 times this month and 4 times last month. So that's a total of 6 times completely. I haven't made much progress at all, and now there's glitter everywhere. And today I have the shade Soothe in the crease and Ritual over the top of my eyeliner, and then the mattes, and then the metallic Aura on the lid. And I will say the black in here the black matte is a wonderful, wonderful, truly black shadow. Let's move on. Next, I wanted to mention the Uabody Lily Koi and Coconut Hydrating Lotion. You can probably not see it in the bottle, but there's about 1 use left in there maybe. I couldn't get it out with the pump anymore, so I went in with this spatula and have been scooping it out. This is just a silicone spatula. I used this 3 times this month and 5 times the month prior for a total of 8 uses, and there's probably about 1 use left before it's all gone completely. Another item I have almost completely used up is this trial of the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF 50. I have used this 3 times. I didn't use it before. This is my first time trying it. Those 3 times, I have to say, so far I do really like it. It's very hydrating for someone like myself who has dry skin, and it looks great alone. You don't have to wear anything on top of it, but it also worked well under makeup. So this is actually an item I am considering repurchasing. Of course, I will declutter and throw away the empty of it, but this, after trying it, I am really intrigued by this to go ahead and try a full size. So a product that I didn't use at all this month is my e.l.f. Whoa Glow. This is a SPF 30, and I've mentioned before, I do really love this product and it works great under makeup, but I don't like the look of it alone. It's too glowy for an SPF, and I do like that the Dermalogica is 50 above 30. I think 30 you know, works especially like in the winter and in the not quite as sunny weather months. So 30 will work, but it's always nice to have, you know, 50 for more coverage as well. Anyway, I didn't use this one that is in the project. I didn't use it this month at all, but I didn't use it in the first month either. Wow, I'm really, so 0 for so far in here. I was trying out, this is not in the project, but I was trying out this Live Tinted HueGuard 3-in-1 mineral sunscreen and primer and moisturizer in one. So it's a 3-in-1. As I said, I was trying this out for over a week, but I'm going to do a full review on this one, so stay tuned for that. I will be posting that here on the channel soon, but I was using that, so that is why I didn't have this one. And then I did want to try out the Dermalogica, so the e.l.f. will be up very, very soon. And while we're talking about SPF, I mentioned that I am loving this Super Spritz SPF 50 by Vacation, and I used this 3 times, and I did not use it the month prior, so that is for a total of 3 times completely. There's still a lot left to go in this one, and this does have fragrance if you are sensitive to it. I think it smells like summer and I like it, but it's great for after you've applied your makeup, you can spray it on to touch up your SPF, and then you can spray it on throughout the days. So on spring break, when we were out and for a few sunny days, we were out all day, I used this to make sure to just spray over my makeup and touch up after I had applied the HueGuard underneath, and it doesn't disturb your makeup at all. It keeps your makeup looking great. It might give you like a little bit of a glow, but again, I appreciate that as someone with dry skin. So 3 uses on that one for this month. Next, we'll move on to the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. You already know this is one of my favorites. I used this one a total of 3 times this month and a total of 3 times before, so that's 6 for the entire project. It wasn't brand new when I started, and you can kind of see it starting to get some windowing in, where you can see the you know, the product isn't completely full. And I will say I feel like it's starting to get pretty low. So I'm not sure how many uses I have in this one, but we're making progress. So good progress. Throwing things everywhere. My favorite Persona Bronze Multi-Stick in the color Dune. I'll roll this one up so you can see. I used this one a total of 5 times this month, 4 times last month, 9 times for the whole project total. Oh, it looks like we got some cat hair in there. Lovely. Now I got glitter on it too. See, the glitter gets everywhere. Now it's in my product. Get out. Okay, so that's what I have left. I used this crunchy blush once this time and once the month before. So I've used it only a total of 2 times for the project. That is what I'm wearing today, as well as the LA Girl Foundation and the Bronze Multi-Stick. I'm using all of those products today as well. So this one is quite old, and I do think it's not performing very well. I'm not sure if it's going to make it much longer because it's just not really showing up very much, so I'm not reaching for it. My good old Hourglass Elephant palette, which is my staple, tried and true, that I use all the time. I used it 5 times this month, 5 times last month, for a total of 10 for the full project. And as always, you really can't see much progress in here. It's looking about the same. I feel like this one will go on forever. The good Apple Blush from Kat Von D. I used it once last month. I didn't use it this month at all, so I've only used it 1 time total for the entire project. My Tarte Double Duty Beauty, this is the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer in Light Neutral. I used this a total of 2 times this month, 3 times the prior month, for a total of 5. And this is just like, it's a luxe Mini from a holiday set. Great concealer. I keep trying new ones and I still keep coming back to this one. The Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time mascara I used it 4 times this month and 5 times last month for a total of 9. I am getting low on this one, so I will be probably using it up pretty soon. And I'm excited to have the opportunity to start using more mascaras, but I do have some other ones in rotation because this one doesn't really do a whole lot. It's a very natural looking lash, so I don't reach for it all the time, but it's a great everyday mascara. That is also what I have on today. The Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, this is a sample one. I used this 1 time this month, 2 times last month for a total of 3. And it is super hydrating. I just really don't like the taste, so I really never reach for this one. I will make progress on this one. All right, we're getting down to the end. Remember, there's 24 products in this project. Here I have a sample of the Hourglass Veil Primer. I used that a total of 3 times this month, 3 times the month prior for 6 uses total. There is some windowing in here, very hard to see. I think it's getting close to being used up, maybe. So we'll see how much longer that one takes. A couple products I have yet to try. Products yet to try. Peach and Lily Glass Skin Sample. I have not tried that. And I'll tell you, I had some skin irritation recently, so I was not trying many new products. I had to kind of wait for it to recover to add in the Dermalogica, so that is why that is all I've tried so far. The Olaplex No. 8 Mask I have not tried, and then the Keys Let Me Glow Illuminating Serum I still have yet to try as well. The Flower Powder from Beauty Bakery, I used that for a total of 3 times this month, 4 times the month prior, 7 for the project. It wasn't brand new. It does have probably only 1 to 2 uses left inside. And surprisingly, while I was headed out for vacation, randomly one day on social media, Beauty Bakery announced that they're closing. Like, there was no like lead up or anything that I know of. It was all of a sudden one day they were here and the next day they had shut down. So have you heard about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So that will be, I already said it's not my favorite powder, but will not have the option to repurchase that one. I have the BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Acceptance. I used this lipstick 4 times this month and 7 times the prior month for a total of 11 uses, which is actually the most used product in this project. So, I mean, that's easy for lip products, I feel like, because, you know, you can use them more often. But I don't really reapply my lipstick. I've only counted those as like 1 day, not if I like reapplied a second time in a day. So it's that many days I've used it. So this definitely is a favorite. I do like to put a lip gloss over it. Usually it's not the perfect shade for me by itself. I usually pair it with like a lip liner as well, as I've done today, but I do love the formulation and it's very hydrating, so I like that. Now, the last 2 things I have are the Pacifica mascara and the Pacifica lash serum. The mascara is pretty messy for me. It is not my top choice. It's a very wet formula. I used that 1 time this month, 2 times prior for a total of 3 uses for the project. I have found that it works best layered over another mascara to help kind of lengthen. And then the primer I used, I don't think I used it this month. Did I use it? No, I did not use it this month. I used it 4 times the month before for a total of 4 times. Also, as I was going through my list, I realized I didn't have my BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez eyeshadow palette. That is one of the items on this list. It is in the other room. I have depotted it, so it's not in the original packaging. I did not use that. I have used it once total in the whole project, and I'm not sure that I will pick that one up again. So it might be decluttered even before the next project. We'll see. And then I also wanted to mention, in my last video, I showed you the Clover brown gel liner pot had completely dried out and was unusable, so I did declutter that. So that one is already off the list. And that is all of the projects in the out the door in 2024 project pan. Let me know in the comments below if you are doing any panning projects. I would love to follow along with what you're doing. I'm having lots of fun trying to use up my products, but as you can see, I don't use these every day because I do feel like it is limiting to only have the same products to reach for. I very much like to mix it up, and I also do not wear makeup every day, so my numbers might be lower than some. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, give this video a thumbs up. I'll be back next month with another panning update. Until then, I will have other cruelty-free and vegan makeup related videos, so feel free to stick around and check those out, and do subscribe if you're interested in more content like that. Thanks for being here. Until I see you again, take care of yourself.